Greetings, this is me, Zahra Jawad. I'm kind of knocked out. I just want to go to sleep, but in me also, there's a bad reaction. I just, I went back to my live stream and I was lying down. I had lost balance actually. Um, Eating, but eating well, but lost balance. Feeling sick, and I was like, well, how shall I handle this? Sorry, I'm not Jiddu Krishnamurti. I cannot compose myself. I'm just fixing my mic here. Uh, so, oh my God, I didn't know how to handle this. Is this a conspiracy or something? So I have all these. I think I saw egocentric person. I didn't know. I've had this before. Also, people telling me to take responsibility and get your act together, right? And things like that. In a way, here that this one did. CHG, right? So this time, I don't know, but I only rely on myself now. No one else. I mean, there's a widespread evil, ego. It's evil. They think, and they're not understanding at all. They think by being cold, it's much better. Like the therapist will, if you cry, break down in a therapist's clinic, just hand you the tissue, and all this. The therapist will not show that oh no, don't cry. So, sorry, and so yeah, only once my therapist did hug me at someone else's clinic, but she was not acting as a therapist at that time, not in the office, her clinic. Oh God. Okay, so why do I get a share of this? So I've had a share of this. Friends also, So I felt that these people who have successful stories, and we will help ourselves, and I will help myself. I help myself out of this and all this, and blaming it on the self-destructive people, and they don't even try and all this, are actually feeding on, like they are disgusted with people's weaknesses or something. Someone who's disgusted by the weakness of another. They, I wonder if feeding in, I don't know how to use this word, right? I have problem. Like this person said CHG, and I just assumed that this person meant change. Very like something uncanny. So, uh, very subtle. Ego is there. I saw it later on. Then my live stream, I was like, yeah, yes, you're helping me. You're definitely, you people are helping me, showing me how many egos are out there. And the successful people are those who have an ego. And they never, but those that don't have an ego, they write books like this to help out. They are very cautious about their words and all. So you can read someone like Dale Carnegie's book on how to stop worrying and start living. How to stop worrying and start living. I didn't feel he was blaming those who go into self-destruction and all this. And these losers, if you don't want to be losers like us who do not take responsibility for our lives and we rely on someone else or something, I don't know what you mean by that, because you couldn't even tell me what is the choice. Why do people take this choice of being jahil? Is it their choice? Or is it that they are confused, they don't know any other path to take but the ignorance, the path of ignorance? And even the mind takes the path of knowledge, thinking that it will earn a lot of knowledge, earn a lot of money, earn a life for oneself, make its life progressive. So this mind is like this: how to stop worrying and start living. I can't remember a story in this book of Dale Carnegie that puts the person who is broken down. I think this is our, I don't know, are you from the west? No, no. You are from the east side, right? You know Urdu jante ho na? Rest before you get tired. Listed down the following 6 ways in his book. Rest before you get tired. Learn to relax at your work. Learn to relax at home. Apply good working habits. Clear your desk of all papers except those relating to the immediate problem at hand. Do things in the order of their importance. And this is a very beautiful book. I mean, you see, I don't know, he doesn't say that people start worrying by choice and not being happy by choice, not choosing happiness. Why do people start worrying? So our ways are little, sorry, I don't mean copyrights infringement, there are other books here. Don't mean copyrights infringement here. So, oh, which one did I close? When will this life end? My goodness. I don't know how many people are outside. You see, no one cares about anyone. They're just for themselves. I've seen life so closely that I was so scared of even taking a penny, borrowing a penny from a friend. Because then, or no, my home outside. I've seen, even in friends, they taunt you. Those are not the true friends. Khalil Gibran, the ones who taunt you. We never had this habit, neither did my mother. To teach someone a lesson, even, call them, teach them a lesson. I was a very direct person. If I didn't like someone criticizing my teacher, tell my mother, call her, tell her, stop it now. right? Or making fun of my teacher. You need to see this is the ego that works. If you are successful, it's because of your ego. Definitely in this life, your ego will not fail you. The ego is very strong in this life, in the material world. So if you're not the Romeo and Juliet type and you want success, pride, because pride never falls. So please go ahead, do your work. मेरे तो माँ बाप की तौबा है. I've seen life so closely. I've seen hypocrites. I've seen um, shaitan in very subtle ways. So Desiree's song, Pride Never Falls. Lyrics, okay, I say missing you, but actually the song's title is this, Pride Never Falls. It's a song that plays in Romeo and meets Juliet. When Romeo meets Juliet movie, I wondered why lovers have failed. Also that love shouldn't fail. I believe in love. I wrote to my teacher that if two people believe in one thing, it has to come true. God will make it come true. Then I found in the Bible, I bought a Bible and I found this verse. Jesus Christ says, when two people ask in my name, what is that verse in the Bible, New Testament? But before reading that, I could, as a believer, tell my teacher in a letter that she may not have read, that if two believers unite, let's work this out. Two believers unite. Your problem is my problem. They can make it come true. They can solve many things. Faith and love. And then I read Robert Schuller books later on after writing this letter, in the letter to her. And they all say the same things. Hope against hope. There are times when you feel you're crushed. In The Alchemist, this is inspired by truth, must be a true life experience of someone. What's the other one? You see, this is the ego. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it, but Jiddu Krishnamurti was right. Very few people. And you have to be alone in this. Very few people. I've seen egos, I've seen shaitan coming in ways, honey poisoned. Honey poisoned by Khalil Gibran extracts. Nabi was carried to his miserable mother, who upon seeing the lifeless body of her only son lost her sanity in shock and soon joined him in eternity. It's easy to give prep talks and honey and don't go into this self-destruction and all this kind of thing. You're feeding on the weakness of another, you are putting yourself up. It's a seesaw syndrome, I know. I call it the seesaw syndrome. We had a seesaw in our Auntie Leli Begum Irani school. My mother put me when I was 2.5 years old. Some people like to give prep talks and advices to people. So they feel a little up, have an upper hand on them. But those who truly care, like the story of Job, friends, then, one friend was like Job's friend. You know how they went to Job? Then they decided, no. If God had tested us like this, why should we go and give advices like that to him? They went, then they decided, no, we're wrong to give prep talks. Go all dressed up. I'm so this, and honey, do this, and chill, all that, right? You know how Job's friends then decided to go to him with the sand, ash on their heads and faces like that, I think. So if I remember correctly, that story in the Bible. So don't be like that friend. Because when you are tested by God or life, Susan was led slowly into a room, wavering between faltering life and grasping death. As Father Estefan reached his home, under bent shoulders, he fastened the door, adjusted his reading glasses, and, in a quivering whisper, commenced reading to himself the message he had taken from the hand of the departed Nabi. My dearest friend Nabi, I must leave this village of my fathers, for my continued presence is casting misery upon you and upon my wife and upon myself. You are noble in spirit and scorn the betrayal of friend or neighbor. And although I know that Susan is innocent and virtuous, I know also that the true love which unites your heart and her heart is beyond your power and beyond my hopes. I cannot struggle longer against the mighty will of God, as I cannot halt the strong flow of the great Kadisha River. You have been my sincere friend, Nabi, since we played as children in the fields, and before God, believe me, you remain my friend. I beg you to ponder with good thoughts upon me in the future as you did in the past. Tell Susan that I love her and that I wronged her by taking her in empty marriage. Tell her that my heart bled in burning pain each time I turned from restless sleep in the silence of the night and observed her kneeling before the shrine of Jesus, weeping and beating upon her bosom in anguish. There is no punishment so severe as that suffered by the woman who finds herself imprisoned between a man she loves and another man who loves her. Susan suffered through a constant and painful conflict, but performed sorrowfully and honorably and silently her duties as a wife. She tried but could not choke her honest love for you. I am leaving for distant lands and will never again return, for I can no longer act as barrier to a genuine and eternal love embraced by the enfolded arms of God. And may God, in His inscrutable wisdom, protect and bless both of you. Faris. Father Estefan folded the letter, returned it to his pocket, and sat by the window that opened upon the distant valley. He sailed long and deep in a great ocean of contemplation, and after wise and intense meditation, like today it happened to me, he stood up suddenly, as if he had found between the plaited folds of his intricate thoughts a delicate and horrible secret, disguised with diabolical slyness and wrapped with elaborate cunning. He cried out, "How sagacious you are, Faris! How massive, yet simple is your crime. You sent to him honey blended with fatal poison and enclosed death in a letter. And when Nabi pointed the weapon at his heart, it was your finger that discharged the missile. And it was your will that engulfed his will. It was your will that engulfed his will." How clever you are, Faris. He returned quivering to his chair. Zara returned quivering to her mattress, shaking his head, shuddering, sick, and combing his bread with his fingers. And upon his lips appeared a smile, whose meaning was more terrible than the tragedy itself. He opened his prayer book and commenced reading and pondering, and at intervals he raised his head to hear the wailing and lamentation of the women coming from the heart of the village of Tula, close by the holy Siddhas of Lebanon. Right? Good. So that's why there's a rabbi also. What shall I say? He says, "We don't want your pity, but you people who come here, why do good things, no, happen to bad people, or why do bad things happen to me? Why do bad things happen to good people?" Rabbi? Who is he, Rabbi? Harold S. Kushner is Rabbi, Laureate of Temple Israel in Natick. So let me get a quote in the beginning, quotes on this book. Is it the result, not the cause of pain, that makes some experiences of pain meaningful and others empty and destructive? This is the cover I had. Uh, but how does he start this? What is the starting? What is the first chapter? How does he tell the parents whose child is dying? We were believers. Huh? And Surekaf, what is this? On one hand, believing. Khizr, the green man, killed the boy. And you can explain it away. You can explain this away, like my Shias, I think. Yes. Let's see the Shia side, right? Faith and reason. Regarding verse 80 of Surah Al-Kahf, where Khidr explains his reason for killing the young boy, in view of the divine principle of not recording evil deeds or punishing people for them before they have taken place, kill them. Some question arise. Although Allah knew that this youth would commit evil deeds in the future, why wasn't he granted respite until he could witness his own evil deeds in the future? Is this not? Look at where they've jumped to. Was the youth favored with divine grace because of his believing parents? Was that youth favored with divine grace? He died before performing those evil deeds. Will he no longer be punished? Where is the verse? 80 of Surah. Look, where are you going? How have you started this? And as for the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared he would oppress them. This is what Christian Prince pointed out. Now, I have been contemplating on this many times when a lady came to Bibi Sakina's tabut and she said, please dua karo mera husband wapas aa jaye. And that was like 1988 somewhere. I'd gone to a new house. And for me, that lady just saying, pray that my husband comes back to me. He's gone. He's left me. And me separated and out of fish. Came home, I started lying down, contemplating in my mother's room. What's this? Hazrat Khisar killed a boy. It came to me because that lady said, pray. And so, it's like God is explaining to me, right? I know how many times I prayed at that tabut for Mr. Sa to come back to me, right? Oh my God. And I'm like meditating, trying to listen to God would answer me. What's the answer? Because I'd learned meditation now. I'd learned to listen to God. So I'm not making any judgments. I just, wondering, contemplating. God will answer me. Okay, I have my thoughts. Did I think? Yes, I was thinking. This lady said, pray that her husband comes back to her. What if her husband doesn't will to come back to her? God has given everyone free will. So by this time I had realized that why pray? Because you see, if the other party doesn't will it, no one should force the other party to will it. So I'm thinking like this, like how many years I prayed for Miss Disa to come back. Then if the will, you see, God is, then it's like, it's coming to me. No, it's coming to me. God is explaining to me through, like, if God doesn't will the other person, no, the other person doesn't will it, then what a thing to ask, right? So what you have to do is, you have to make yourself understand that that other person doesn't will to come back to you. Then the prayer will not work. That's why your prayer never worked. Did you listen to the will of Mr. Saul? So it was your husband's choice. He wanted to leave you, and God will not apply his will no matter how much you pray. So on one hand, this, yes, yeah, oh yeah, it's coming to me. It's coming from my intuition, my insight, my God, answer me. Yeah, God is explaining to me. This is it, right? Her husband made a choice. And then this came to me. Yes, Khizr killed a boy. Now why would this come to me? Parents were believers, but he had to kill the boy. Because we are told what's in the ayat. Now I'm not checking the Quran ayat at that time, but then I was like, well, he was not a believer. He would be a burden on the parents and a transgressor and a disbeliever. That's it. Yeah, not a believer. But what I missed, that Christian prince, however bad we say he is, and our egos also, I'm very scared. I don't know how the Muslims go there, you know. I don't want to get I even put myself down on this, right? Saying, I don't want to I can't afford to anymore have this, get into these kind of things. So I get very angry. I don't rely on myself. Yeah? So Christian Prince just pointed this out. Let's see if he's right or wrong. Another problem in this Quran ayat. Another problem was, okay, it's only a fear. That ilm laduni man, Khidr, green man, Moses, very high caliber prophet. Every time he's mentioned so many times in this Quran, more than any other prophet, he's mentioned. So, is the Christian prince right on that? This? Khof. And we feared. Oh, why would such a great man, whom Moses has to seek out and won't rest until he finds, he's after the truth, he's a truth seeker. As a prophet, he's a truth seeker. And he's going, seeking for the truth, more higher truths. Say, why would such a great man, this with ilme laduni, say that we feared? You know, he's speaking like God is speaking. What knowledge can be higher than prophethood? So I tell you this, Huawei was killed because if you don't want to see and you want to go to some, other subject, topic, and show my weaknesses here, bring out to save your religion. This is the most cunning shaitan I've ever had in my life. Even if my friends do this, I would say you're the most cunning person ever. But at that time I was polite. I used to just keep my mouth shut and walk away. Such a cunning way to here and there ask questions, distract me. And as for the boys' parents were believers and we feared. You know, when Allah says we, He means in His Majesty, right? Why did David Wood or someone, Sam Shamoun, make fun of this we? God is speaking in plural form, in His Majesty. Then they were corrected. Right? Some things I don't agree with Dr. David Wood. But of course, this doesn't mean that I'm not going to thank him for the information I got. Being there, I learned. But it's not that I'm going to Sabji, everything David Wood said, everything you said was correct. And please, come here, join me, talk to me, this, that. I take your interview. Right? I want people coming here. No. Why I suck up to foreigners like that? And then John Doe there calls me a hypocrite. I don't need David Wood, Dr. David Wood, or anyone. That arrogance, do you think? Maybe it comes from my religion. Hussein not to need anyone. Why not be like Hussein? As for the boys, parents were believers, and we feared that he would overburden them. Feared. So here, if this Christian prince is right, and I've been contemplating on these ayats since 1988, and you don't know anything and you pass comments like you are, you go to Christian friends, she'll be influenced by them. You're scared that they're bringing out some of the things they're saying from the Quranites. Maybe they're twisting and turning a little bit from the hadiths, or maybe, I don't know, something that I might not agree to. Here it is a bit too much. It is a bit over. But here he's right. And even our religious scholars will not tell us like this. At least these Christians who little bit, okay, maybe I won't show you the good verse right now. Because you see, I'm contemplating on the violent verses. Then you'll say, no, now you show, why aren't you showing us the good peaceful verses? But if it wasn't for Dr. David Wood, when I mentioned something like this, I really didn't know why. That there are Makkan ayats and there are Madinan ayats. So if someone educated me and he was a Christian, and for his own agenda, let's say, or because I've appealed to, and my Shias must have appealed to foreigners, for what? Foreigners, appeal to foreigners, Shias. Because no one is listening, no Muslim, and Muslims will not tell you this. So but they are right about this, right? So I just got the information. What is wrong in that? They may be wrong in some things, but are they the translators of these ayats, or what are they? I'm not expecting perfection from the Christians about this. They could be biased, they could be prejudiced, they could twist and turn some verses around. Sam Shamoun, the bullying, he bullies, he lied about me, called me a little whore, this, that. So, and as for the boy, his parents were believers. Baba, it is written here, and we feared that he would. And why do you want Christian prince to hide this? They will show all the mistakes in the Quran. And the mistakes are there. So why shouldn't they show the mistakes? And why are you hiding it? Why are you explaining this verse away as a Muslim, as a religious scholar? Huh? Feared. And so I have to go to Christian Prince. I wish I could learn a debate like he perseveres with them. With these, oh my God, how he perseveres. And if I am soft and give everyone a chance here, please participate. Some people they come very subtly, blaming me. And we feed on, this is what gives the ego the boost, the kick to point out the mistake of another. You see a weak person is, the moment I tell you I can't go out, oh, for your ego it is like, tomorrow I'm going out, definitely. You're going to say, tonight I'm going out. Because my weakness is giving you that boost, Booster. Booster. You would want to go out? Ego feeds on that. You are not going to say this, like Khalil Gibran said, don't limp with the limping. Right? You are not going to say, oh, my friend Zahra can't go out. Oh, yeah, and then like, okay, maybe I should stay in. No, no. If it's your ego, you will definitely go out tonight. If I tell you tonight, oh, I can't go. Come out with us. Come out with us. You will say it like that, you know. The moment I say I can't go out, you'll say no, no, come out with us. Come out with us. Like you're prep talking. You're pushing someone. You will have that kira, that worm of going out. Your ego is being fed. Ego. Satan comes in many disguises. You see unconsciously what you will do. You will call your friend, another friend. Hello, I'm coming. Okay, we're going to meet here. We're going out clubbing or something, or we're meeting, or this or that, and you will have the energy to go. Wedding, but you won't have the energy to come see a dying woman in the hospital or mental hospital. My grandaunt told my father that when I die, you people will not come. You rich people, you're not going to come to my grave. She was right. He never went to her grave. So, you see, feared. What if these believers prayed? What about that? Look at it like that. What if the believing parents prayed that God, please bless our child to be a believer, turn out to be a believer, transgressor, not an overburdened person, adult later on, when he grows up? Please. Then we have foreigners laughing at us, you know. How stupid can these Muslims be? Okay, they're not showing the stupidity of their religion because it's too late. You never gave us a chance. You never gave anyone a chance to use our mind, use the intelligence of our mind. My mind is defeated here. But if I wasn't put in a crisis and every time going to Bibi Sakina's tabut and praying, Miss Disa, come back, Allah Bibi Sakina, Hazrat Abbas, Allah, आज की रात भी क्या बाबा नहीं आएंगे, मुझको तर पाएंगे. आज की रात भी क्या मिस दिशा नहीं आएगी, या कल दिन में नहीं आएगी. Almighty Allah, then everything is possible. You can bring Miss Disa back. But why can't he? So that day when that wife came, her husband had run away, left her. Run away all of a sudden. Please pray that my husband comes back. I went to home, started to think of all this. I couldn't take it. I can't take a person suffering. Mine is enough. I've seen it's enough, more than enough. So here I was like, okay, so this boy was an unbeliever, and God, his believing parents also could not, God would not listen to his believing parents. Khizr had to kill the boy. And I didn't remember this, right? Feared. So forget that. No, but keep it. But on this, I said, oh, this means how stupid was I? How did I think? And I thought this was coming from God. Oh, God is intuitively explaining this verse, or my Imam. Oh, my Akhri Imam is explaining my Imam. Or the Assalamu alaikum ya Wada'i Risalat Imam Insi wal Jan Alaman Alaman Alaman. My Imam Mehdi is explaining, right? Oh, so of course, at that time I didn't know, but someone was explaining to me. Yeah, you see, if the husband's will is not involved, we are told there's no compulsion in religion. Ayatul Kursi. Now, Miss Tissa's will also will not anymore. Maybe she doesn't love me anymore. You stupid fool cannot get it. How can you pray, keep praying to God? Bring her, bring her, bring her. Miracle not happening when Hazrat Khazariya killed the boy. Because he turned out to be. What if her husband leave her? She not to see the blessing in disguise, that wife. Why someone not tell her there on Bibi Sukaina's tabut? We all quiet. Yes, we'll pray for you. Here, take this daga. May your husband come back soon to you. Take this thread. Right? We'll pray for you. Why not come back? Because maybe in Allah fear that the lady so moment come to Bibi Sakina's tabut, her husband, believing husband Shia, want to become disbeliever now. Right? Kill him. Let him go. Khizr coming, killing him. Imam coming, killing him. And you want your husband back. Listen to what God is saying and look at this Quran ayat. Even believers, prayer not coming through parents. And on this, what injustice happened? My mind working like this. And this Shia Islam so true. जिससे मिस नहीं होता है किसी को भी एक ना एक दिन सबको जस्टिस मिलेगा जब हमारा इमाम साहिब ज़मान आएगा. सिर्फ 40 more minutes. Only me? When Imam called me, I can't leave. I think my aunt and same thing. Oh God. I say, Imam, yeah, okay, when he calls me, but we have to prepare, right? We have to stop smoking. But I'm smoking. Imam called. No tea, nothing. Imam has to give you the strength, or you have to put in effort. and you have to prepare the way for the Imam, you see? So Shias, when believing parents' prayers not come true for their disbelieving son, fearing that in the future so Nu's son, now once Nu giving advices all going. How many sons he have? One son drowning, taking to the mountain, not going in the ship with his father. So what this Nasiyat all for? Also, look at this. No, Luqman, sorry. Not a no. Sorry, in this I'm wrong, yeah. Surah Luqman. So yeah, I made a mistake on this one. But if you're going to trap me on this and you'll pinpoint, Zara, you made a mistake here. And when your God makes a mistake, and when your prophet makes a mistake, when the Quran has contradictions, we are not perfect human beings. And the moment you want to become perfect, you become a narcissist psychopath. I learned this from my experience with my teacher who wanted me to be perfect. She had to use harsh, firm methods to discipline. And on everything, she would say, you came in my room. I forgot my car keys in the... Now you stay outside. Why did you say this? Why did you do that? Why did you not say good morning to me in the morning? You have lied here. I'm brainwashed. I'm this, I'm that. So you want to go in this devilish religion and take your children with it? You go and take your children with it. But my duty is to come out and show you. And where did the Muslims, even Shias didn't give us a chance. So what are the Shias saying? That Yazid and everyone after Ahlul Bayt, killing them and this, martyring them. Would you give a chance to someone to say, even you can't, even a Shia, if they're doing their religious duty first and foremost, seeing if their religion is right, leaving their mothers and fathers aside religion. What if I was like someone writing to my Maulana Sahib, asking questions? Of course I'm going to get Shia answers, right? Shia answers. Which Shia has researched in such a neutral way, scientific way? When I did Shia and Sunni research, I had to then leave. Then I was guided, look at the Sunni sources. Shias never gave us a chance. If we said anything against Prophet Muhammad, what is the penalty? Punishment. I told my father that someone didn't like Prophet Muhammad, said something on his face. Imam Ali got the sword out and killed him or something, beheaded him or killed him. My father said he did a good thing. Imam Ali did the right thing. by killing this person who came in front of Prophet Muhammad and insulted him. He didn't even have a sword in his hand. And about the rest of the people, I don't know what you are. Very few people. I've seen, say, shaitan disguised. This was a neighborhood here, my goodness. Where is it in Surah Rad? Ayat 4. Within the land are neighboring plots and gardens of grapevine. But you said, so these are signs for people who reason? Ayats. But what did you say that you can't give water? It's not equal, like striving in the way of Allah. Watered with one water, but we make some of them exceed others in fruit. Indeed, and there are signs for people who reason. Why don't you let these Bedouins be instead of? So they had their business and all this Surah Fatayat. Why should they help you all the time? Fighting, fighting, fighting. Can't live in peace with others. Then why shouldn't Yazid or someone get up and say, now I've had enough? Those of the Bedouins who lagged behind will say to you, our possessions and our families occupied us, so ask forgiveness for us. They say with their tongues what is not in their hearts. He's a liar, Allah is a liar. I showed in the ayat in Quran, Surah Munafiqun. What? That had they come to you, ask forgiveness, and had the messenger asked forgiveness for them? But they will never come to you because they're so arrogant. We would have forgiven them had they come to you, right? Had they come to you means if they had come. So please, are you making us stupid? You want us to be fools the rest of our lives? Not be able to distinguish out of fear or what? Conditioning, habit, addiction? At least let me leave one addiction. One bad habit at a time. So maybe, like that person said, reminding me of the choice I've made. It's your responsibility. And this person said that even religious people can't leave it because it's an addiction. So not to worry about them, I guess. It's your addiction, but when someone can see it and has ripped her heart apart from this religion, right? And then Jamal Baraja comes. You are brainwashed and all this. Aren't you brainwashed also? Those of the Bedouins who lag behind will say, so possession, look, they had their chief away. They had their chiefs. Why should they believe in you? You wouldn't even allow them to take consult their some elderly in the community member, and then they would about this decision, take the arbitration of this person, that Prophet Muhammad has chosen. So why don't you open your cards fully and say, look, here, this. But I think you have fear. You have fear in this religion. So much fear. Please don't impose it on others. And you won't let even Shia also, Shia religious scholars, they would come after you. The Shias would come after you, right? Take your life if you say anything against Prophet Muhammad. And publish it and seriously mean it. Goodness, you could die. So why can't someone be like, well, no one's going to be like Yazid. Who wants to kill these Prophet Muhammad's followers? But what Prophet Muhammad did, calling them not only this, he made them, he said, you're going to confront such an army, mighty army. Only God is mighty. Oh my God, it's all wrong here about these verses. And then you're saying that we should succumb to your reasoning and accept that this is justifiable. This is justifiable in the light of Surah Hashar ayats, cutting of trees because of siege. No, God said, I'm going to disgrace them. So you tell us, you made our minds like, okay, God wanted to disgrace, so if he cuts off his ayats like trees with fruits, that's okay. But who is doing it? The believers are asked to do it. He didn't bring a storm or anything. And then some of it has gone to whom? Him, Prophet Muhammad. For the okay, for this and for that. But if you're going to tell me little of it has gone, or some of it they took with themselves, what did they take with themselves? But houses were broken here. They were expelled from the city. Right? So I think, yeah, it is an addiction. And you won't let go of it. And you'll even punish me here. You won't let me do anything else because it's a punishment. You want, like they say, tell us more, we don't understand. Can you please explain this to us? सूर्य So मेरी तो माँ बाप की तौबा है. I would, मेरी क्या औकात है, right? In front of Muslim rich leaders. जब ordinary Muslims रहना अजाब कर देते हैं. Surah, what is this? No, I have it here. You see, I want to see quite genuinely. I may not sound genuine. This is the only thing since childhood put on me. Someone may talk to you very softly, nicely, politely, but they may be deceiving you. And their voices, it could be beautiful, like your heart would want to cry. If I show you one of the duas in our recited, how it's recited by Shia, your heart will be pulled to that. But those who disbelieved that deeds are like a mirage in lowland. Yes, I'm in Dubai. Inquisitor, what is this problem? What is your problem? Very inquisitive. You've come here to just distract me. Now you stay here and listen to this. And where are you? Who cares where you are? Will it do any good to me? I'm here, in Dubai. Yeah, and you know, the government here in the Sheikhs are very rich, and it's a law to kill on apostasy, execute, death penalty. So now what's going to, are you a Muslim or are you a Hindu? Are you Indian or Pakistani? I don't think I will allow this anymore. Remove it. So, you're taking this as a joke, as if, what kind of shaitans come here? Oh, okay. How can I know that you are not a Muslim? Because there are Muslims who are disguised as Hindus even. Maybe they're even giving, in India what they're doing now. And they're saying Hindus are killing us. So then why are you here when you are not a Muslim? Oh, it's for the ego. Yeah, the ego is terrible. Ego has such power. Yeah, this is not a topic on Islam, but I just cheerified, I just started with the powerful ego. You know what ego can do? I've just seen the form of an ego. It can say, I. You know? Oh yes, yeah. Thank you for listening. But it can just say, I. I made the choice. I did this. And blaming it on the self-destructive people, this, that. I wonder if I will get an. I can't. Okay, you may listen, but please, can you be serious about this and humble, please? I request you. If you have passed in your life, don't show it off to those who have failed, please. You know. So you can have a channel of your own and give your own story about how you, what you might call it, passed in your life, succeeded, and you're very successful. And you didn't go into self-destruction. I've been hearing there's a live channel from Sahil, ex-Muslim, that Hindus are killing Muslims for sure in India. That is really, really sad. So I couldn't find even a why are you asking this? Were you a smoker? What a question to ask, really. Inquisitor, you have not a better question to ask. You don't have a better question. Where am I from? I'm listening. Are you smoking? You don't have a better question to ask. I don't know where you people come from. Are you an atheist? Gnostic? Seems like you have, you know, you're away from your roots. You have no manners. You sound like an atheist. You are not serious about anything. What else do you want to ask me? My WhatsApp number? इंडिया पाकिस्तान दोनों चोर. PIDC. Pakistan, India, dono chor. We have a place in Karachi, PIDC. Salahuddin is here. Salam. Thank you for what you are doing. Keep pursuing the truth. If you mean salam as your greeting, then I greet you. You're welcome, Salahuddin. I don't know when you will stab me in the back here. Pursuing the truth? Yes, against all odds. आप तो शर्मिंदा करें मुझे थैंक यू बोल के. इतना हार्ड टाइम दे के this truth until I'm alive, what can I do? I just don't want to keep pursuing it. I want to live it. Once you get the truth, you live it and you leave the falsehood behind. But the people I'm getting here, and you also, now you're saying thank you. I wonder if this is, for you, it's not the truth. Against all snakes, egoistic people, and whatnot, and I have to do this. It's disgusting. There's not a person who asks a question that will help. Instead, they attack personally. Okay, we learned from you. I also learned from you, Salahuddin. Thank you for that hard time you gave me and the opportunity you took. On my weakest time, at my weakest time, you took that opportunity to tell me to recite Ayatul Kursi. Do you really mean this? Thank you. Do you really mean peace? I think that thank you. Keep pursuing the truth. Even if there's not one person here that is genuine, that is asking me valuable question or to the topic about the ego that we all have. How to help each other dissolve this ego. Not one person can I trust who is saying what they mean and asking a question that will help humanity, help me also. Instead, putting the blame on the weak people who have, some weaknesses, pinpointing their weaknesses, asking them where they come from. The reason why, it's not because I'm scared. It's because there will be a floodgate open. Saudi Arabia will get up and say to Dubai, what are you doing? Allowing this. So for protecting UAE's name and everything, some time ago Iran was saying something against UAE. They're using someone against us. You see, that's why I had this disclaimer that my views do not represent my country in the intro video. The Qatar will object. GCC countries, Muslim countries will object. So I wanted to save Dubai from this. When I come for my case, I say yes, I have because at that time the attack is on me. I don't know. I just have to, I'm compelled to say it. So you see, you're asking me where I'm from. You don't even bother. You don't know why. Here, when I'm speaking about the truth, pursuing the truth and saying the truth against my country laws, I'm not bothered. Sometimes it is scared. Why? No, but I say maybe, Zara, you have to be strong. You have to see that place where they will take you and they'll execute you. But you bear the consequences, you bear the responsibility. But I don't want my country's name and my city's name, to give them a bad name. Then Iran will get up, Houthis will get up. God knows which country will get up against UAE because why are they allowing this? Why are they allowing one person? Who is this woman? I'm an ex-Pakistani, right? But still, why are you doing this in Dubai? That's why sometimes when in my, I have my senses, not so attacked, I have to I can't keep saying, no, I'm not in Dubai. I don't know where I am. Maybe I have to lie to you. Do you think I'm going to tell you the truth? Here, Muslims can use taqiyya. We can't use taqiyya. You're pressing me all the time. This person comes and asks me, that Gerard person, what kind of people are you? Leave your egos behind. Now, if I tell you I'm smoking, what difference? What are you going to tell me that's going to make me quit smoking? Or what are you trying to say? What are you trying to prove? You know, there's a scientist in America. They help the challenged people. I don't know if in India or somewhere. Where are you from? Now you won't say where you are from. There is a scientist. He was quite challenged. So, what? Are you from India? Are you from the Western world? Where are you from? Are you Saladin? Is this you changing your name? As Inquisitor? God knows if you mean this. And yeah, keep pursuing the truth and keep getting it from you Muslims. Keep getting punished by you Muslims coming here, seeing egoistic people, snakes coming here. I'm pursuing the truth, but can you see the truth? You can't see the truth. So are you mocking me? You are mocking me, Saladin. How many people follow me because they're scared? Not one like. What's the use of you're listening to this even? 4 viewers. I think that, God knows, I think you got the wrong impression. I'm a different person. Subscribers, I think if you don't want to, I think you should unsubscribe to me. I don't even know you here. At least on Facebook we can tell. Here you can, deceive people, change your ID, names all the time. But it's okay if you do it and then you say that this is my name and you have videos. But what if you have no videos on your channel, nowhere we can get you? We don't know who you are. Next time I'm going to come here, I don't see anyone. Doesn't even show here that there are any likes. There's only one like here. On this tab I can see. They come, they listen. My God, neighborhood, trees are my signs. Being at peace with each other, prospering. And Prophet Muhammad, what he did, and it's saying that his Allah has expelled them, Yathrib people in Surah Hashar ayahs, and you're saying it's justifiable. It's justified. Maybe I came late, but has the points of the stream delivered yet to rewatch? Pardon? They will be there. I don't know if this stream is that important. It's not. It was about the ego thing. You can watch it later, Brother Saladin. So I'm stuck on this. I don't know. I wish I was in the West. Maybe they would then guide me, the Western people, to do something else. Leave this now. Because it's really, I don't see any humanity. I was asked, yeah, I just saw a terrible, I can't compose myself. Someone telling me, you see, like here, Inquisitor, are you smoking? Saladin says, maybe I came late, but has the points of the stream delivered yet to rewatch? What do you mean by that? Oh, God. I mean, what kind of Arabs are you? What kind of person are you, Saladin? Why are you giving someone such a hard time? You know good English? What, meaning what the points of the stream delivered yet to rewatch? Okay, they're trying to get to me so people will see you have better Muslims, you have good, polite Muslims, right? Oh my God. Uh, do you think this truth pursuing against your religion, you know what I'm against? What the Arabs can do with the money and all, power, and this religion, harassing, stoning to death, killing, executing. Even the attitude of the Arabs. You have made women prostitutes. Young women coming, prostitutes, mistresses. You have killed people. You got Shias killed in Pakistan because of Saudi Arabia being investing in Pakistan, their Wahhabism. Did you watch the recent debate of Haris? No, I don't go to Haris Sultan and the modernists. No, Haris Sultan I don't like at all. I think he's a fake ex-Muslim. You have the money to kill people, harass them. You have the attitude. Make fun of people. No, Haris Sultan is a Muslim. He was made to expose Indians. He is one of the main ex-Muslims out there. I think some like the Pakistan army, and I think still there is some. I think the Arabs with the Pakistanis, Arab Punjabis, they decided that since we're losing with the Western world, now we are Badnam, we have become terrorists. I think there's some agenda here, political, between the Arabs and the Pakistani Muslims. They've hand in hand. There's an agenda. Otherwise, you see, I don't see Haris Sultan or any Arab with any humanity, like caring or anything for the human beings, you know? What? What I mean to say is that Haris Sultan is a puppet of the Arabs and the Pakistani army. You see, the Arab Spring came up. Arabs are becoming Badnam as Muslims, right? They're terrorists. So the Arabs had to, what did they have to do? Cover themselves up. So that's why you see, I'm not getting Anyone here that is serious? Yeah, no comment by you. Are you the husband of, are you in Dubai? Salahuddin, are you in Dubai? I know someone who has a Saudi Arabian husband. I think the Arabs are not serious about this. Neither are the Pakistanis. Haris Sultan can be a very, is a main, he's a, yeah, he's been set up there to make these, because the killing of Shia so much in Pakistan. And I think he's backed by many I feel he's got very powerful people behind him, like you, Saudi Arabia, and UAE. He's got very high. He's like too overly confident, they've made him too. He's their ladla. He's their, spoiled brat. Very arrogant person and steel hearted. I think why they've kept him as an atheist also. Do you see how strange it is that all these Muslims, mostly most of them, even that Turkish man, apostate prophet, ex-Muslim. So, if not Islam, then no religion. And finally, atheism. How long will they be in atheism? Huh? It's very funny, it's very strange. Like Khalid Kamal. Then I hear from Rabbi Simon, a very good thing. I'm not Jewish, but against the atheists, you go and you listen to Haris Sultan and what Khalid Kamal say about atheism and science, and you go to, it's a, Arabs have this very clever, Pakistanis, a very, clever, cunning mind. Together they are doing something like here on YouTube. See, like people like you going there, Saudis, even, and then, no. But why Al-Fadi Saudi would become a Christian? Who is the true ex-Muslim to you from those who are leading the ex-Muslim movement? None. I haven't met one who I feel is a true ex-Muslim. I feel it's just a conspiracy. Sorry, please, ex-Sahil. No, I tested him with Adam Seeker and all that. Sahil, ex-Muslim inquisitor, is not a true ex-Muslim. Maybe because of progress and bad name. You know how some Arab Muslims, it could have had an effect on them. So they've used these ex-Muslims with Pakistan and India. I don't know. What about Adam Seeker? I don't know. Some say he's a Shia And I think Adam Seeker is used because, yeah, but I don't know about why Al-Fadi is a Christian. Maybe the Arabs would go for Christianity. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Uh, I don't think Sahil is a true ex-Muslim, but I don't know why they're showing the hadiths from the Sunni side so much, and Adam Seeker too. And Adam Seeker is sucking up to the Christians a lot. Adam Seeker is a helper of Shias. His former religion. So he's using the, I know about Adam Seeker using the Sunni hadiths and Shia. But I don't think he will allow me, like, the ex-Muslim Sahil, they won't, there's some things they will give very nice, but at other times they will say a bad word. So they would put someone like off. What do you think about this? Like Sahil ex-Muslim using word chutia, Adam Seeker as an atheist, no, as a Christian. How can he abuse a Muslim, right? So they're doing all this to confuse, like cause confusion and make our work very hard. I felt Sahil ex-Muslim by bringing Adam Seeker in and allowing him. Even Sam Shamoun, he's Sahil ex-Muslim, is kind of a very, this person, like he will prejudiced, favoritism, he won't say a word against Adam Seeker. Even if Adam Seeker is breaking the laws on his channel, he will just say, हाँ में हाँ मिलाएगा. So these people are spoiling Adam Seeker a lot. Adam is using Sunni hadiths because India is predominant, no, Pakistan, not India, Pakistan. And Adam Seeker is a Punjabi Pakistani, not India. India is not using Adam Seeker because Adam Seeker has nothing to do with India. Adam Seeker will be with Rob Christian saying Prophet Muhammad followed idols, najis, demonic. See, Salahuddin goes to, I think the Arabs really like to, you see it because the Arabs have become badnam in the West. Something is going on, something is cooking, some fishy thing is happening there. With also, he's a spoiled brat. That one. Sahil ex-Muslim also, something really fishy is going on. They'll say a few bad words and all this, and Sahil तो हाँ में हाँ मिलाता है एडम सीकर के, चाहे वो रॉन्ग भी हो, उसका एटीट्यूड, वो गाली भी दे मुसलमान को. So in that way, on one hand, I don't know, like, it's very, very clever. It's a very cunning, treacherous place to be, YouTube, with these Indian ex-Muslims and Pakistani ex-Muslims. Most cunning place to be. dishonest. No, he's not using India as a predominantly Sunni. He's using Sunni hadiths because of Pakistan being. He always talks against Pakistani Sunnis doing this and that. Haven't you seen him haven't you heard him on Al Fadi? Sira International. पाकिस्तान में ऐसे होता है. It happens in Pakistan. Like in the beginning, I was like, also like Christian Prince, why the Western world will use such Christians? I've never seen such Christians in my life. Like, there should be like showing this, right? Do not do mischief. Do not do mischief. And why they are discouraging me? Why they will never take me? Never. Even puja, because hidden. You see, I'm what they want and what I want. They have a political agenda. They want to give atheists a bad name and all this. And even Sunni Muslims. Because see, a lot of people were killed and Shias were killed. Shias were killed in Pakistan. Do not do mischief. Once, very long time ago, when Christian Prince, he sounded like someone I know. So when I was like, is he doing this to show the Muslims? They're actually giving Christianity a bad name. Going to Christian Prince, no one will become a Christian. Although it's against Islam. There's a Quran ayat, right? So once I went to Sahil's live stream again, and I realized what they're doing. I guess that I feel there's a lot of dishonesty going on, taqiyya going on, a lot of taqiyya. I cannot make out what the Arabs want actually and what the Pakistanis. It may have awakened something in us, even in India. This Azad ground also, he was shouting at me. Gulzar Elia also, using my personal case. Because you see, I come here, I'm slow, I have to talk about my health. It comes up. It hits me, but I have to say it, right? And then someone using, like Inquisitor, using my smoking thing also, and asking me about these people. You see, Nuria, all these people, even, that one started to abuse, right? So, another one, what's her name? I've heard about Osama Dog. He too joins in some channel. Okay? I don't know, I haven't heard of him. But I can't be wasting my time on them because I feel they have an agenda. They want to give a bad name, but in a very clever, very cunning. It's just too cunning for me to reach. It's like Pakistan. When I was in Pakistan, you wouldn't know if you will be sold, and you wouldn't even know about it. Aisi ayari, my father used to say. In Pakistan, there's so much cunning, such heights of cunningness, sly, cunning people. हाथ की सफाई यानी आपको who has hit you, you would not know who has hit you. But since I in child I knew the hypocrites, that's why I had to close my eyes in Pakistan. So the thing is, I don't want to waste my time. Even Samir, someone told me to join Samir. But Samir is a bad taqiya. He has given it out. He just gave it out, you know. Samir was a very bad puppet, like to be used. Because he can't lie, he can't do taqiya well, like Sahil ex-Muslim can do. They are pros, they are professionals in this. Like Sarkar, who is that? Amina Sardar also. And there's another Pakistani, she abuses a lot. Not Amina Sardar. I abused Amina Sardar. Actually, I have uploaded a short video on her, abusing her. But so I didn't find, like you people also here, not true. So like you people, I found Silex Muslim, all you people are pros, professional deceivers, liars. Very professional, very. And on top of them is in English and Urdu, uh, very professional. Ooh. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Haris Sultan was not an actor's son. I mean, his name, there was a Punjabi actor, Sultan Rai, or someone like that. You know, his face cut and all this. So Sultan Rai, was he the one in Aina, the villain? He always came as a villain, right? So it's a very professional stuff. And no one is. So what? They leave Islam, they will come back to it when the West is quiet and has lost the fear that Asia Bibi's case went on in the West. Then there was the Taliban, where you see even our Sheikh with this lady, they had a young lady, girl they had shot, the Taliban, right? So इस्लाम बड़ा बदनाम हो गया ना वेस्ट में, बहुत बदनाम हुआ. फिर ये कि अभी पता नहीं इनका क्या, what is their plan? Means like Salahuddin also, you see the contradictions, but it's no use. You just want to take the blood out of people. Squeeze the blood out of people. You just come here for that, I feel. Very snaky people. No one is honest. No one. Even apostate prophet is not honest. Even Abdullah Samir with these people, this Aladdin and all. I feel even Aladdin is not honest. I don't know where he comes from. सब तकिया करे. They're all hidden. Abdullah Samir, I don't know. He looks like a true ex-Muslim. But there is this prejudice, for like, I don't know, against me for the favoritism to है ही है. Apostate, Aladdin apostate, and all that. And against India, so I'm sharing videos for India, like this God and Radha Rani, maybe that will put the Pakistanis on fire, whoever is on my Facebook, that will make the Muslims go on fire, even ex-Muslims, even ex-Muslim atheists, they will not like it. Haris Sultan will not like this at all. He hates Hindus. Hinduism and all, right? And Ghalib Kamal also. So, but looking at them, I feel like I should imagine an avatar. The worst. They're so terrible that I really want a true humanitarian who will reach out truly for human rights violations. I mean, हारिस सुल्तान ने तो ऐसे अब्दुल्ला समीर का भी दिमाग फिरा दिया है against India. Army Nawabi also with Abdullah Samir. All of them against India. And I don't know who's doing this. Like, I never heard my father saying that India was fighting for their gods and warning people not to say anything against our gods. Otherwise we will kill you. ये सब एक ड्रामा बनाया इन्होंने, to give India a bad name. Never heard in our lives until now, the social media, that Indians stood up for their gods, and said, we will kill you. Like they told Army Nawabi, we will kill you if you said anything. And they were deleted, their Twitter accounts were deleted because they were against Indian gods. This is all a conspiracy. Never heard. तो अभी क्या है कि थोड़ा वो शायद पैसे वैसे जा रहे हैं इनको, इंडिया को भी, और थोड़ा इन्फ्लुएंस भी है ना, यूएई, ये इंडियंस यहाँ भी हैं, सऊदी अरेबिया में भी हैं, और ये वो तो थोड़ा वो जा रहा है कि इंडिया भी बदनाम हो जाए. तो फिर वेस्ट थोड़ा वो हो जाए ना कि हाउ डू यू से इट, थोड़ा क्रिश्चियंस को भी ऐसा रखा है, क्रिश्चियन प्रिंस और इनको, कि वेस्ट बोले ये क्या कर रहे हैं, खुद बोले कि व्हाट आर क्रिश्चियंस डूइंग. बोलते हैं उधर जाके क्रिश्चियन प्रिंस को, सैम शमोन द वर्स्ट बुली, बुलडॉग है वो तो, सीरिया से। तो सीरिया का जो हाल किया ना अमेरिका ने, तो वो तो रखेंगे। So that's why the discouragement, they know maybe like someone is a friend's husband. I think they're studying. S, Saima. Sorry, what's that S for? Inquisitor? Yes, I agree. Inquisitor says. Typo. Maybe, some mistakes happen, like the truth comes out. Yeah, so this weird thing happening. Yes, you agree? Like what I felt, I'm, I don't know, I'm not sure, but you agree? Yeah, this is what I was thinking. I'm not sure about it, but you see how when I go there, they don't seem very like I'm not supposed to contribute. I feel like Sahil ex-Muslim, as someone I know. Uh, uh, so, anyways, I just let it be. Um, so, uh, it's at the end of the day, they are Muslims. Like the Arabs, sometimes there are some Arabs, if you tell, they'll feel embarrassed that, oh God, I would, like, my religion is like this. I didn't know. Like, so, like, they would take the steps to, some Arabs, good Arabs, finally realize, like the Western world, वो बहुत Arabs को down put down भी करते थे ना। तो एक हमारी अरब शेख ने लिखा कुछ ऐसा कि हम ऐसे नहीं हैं जैसे हमें वेस्टर्नर्स, कुछ हमें, जैसे मैं अरब स्पॉइल्ड पाकिस्तान में कुछ क्रिश्चियंस कहेंगे स्पॉइल्ड है, ये वो, ये लोग नहीं जानते हैं कि हम अरब्स बड़े एम्बिशियस भी हैं। हमारे यहाँ जैसे काम, like my cousin got double MBA and this and that, और ओमान में काम करने देते हैं लड़कियों को। तो वो थोड़ा वो होता है ना, एक कि हाँ हमें हमें ऐसा बुरा भला कह रहे हैं। तो एक तरफ से अरब्स भी यानी राइट हैं कि वो वेस्टर्नर्स उनको, जैसे किसी कंपनी ने मुझे फ़ोन करके पूछा, आस्क्ड मी, you know, are you allowed to work over there in the UAE? They said, are you women allowed to work? That अभी पूरा वो ब्लैक वाटर्स यहाँ अबू धाबी में रह रहा था, and his name was also something like black company, something black. So yeah, testing, yeah, मैं क्या बोलूँगी, like that. So I think, they're not taking life seriously. It's not humanitarian. एटीट्यूड अगर आप देखें पैसों में तो बहुत लाइक इट्स terrible, makes you unhappy, sad when you come back home. Like, where am I? It's terrible. So, very, so, don't know. But if you have money here, you can be happy. If you have your own car and, rent a car, Mercedes, this, that, you drive your own car, uh, you have money, oh, you can't see the problems we poor people have here. Going in taxis and all, not a good place to be. I wish I was abroad somewhere. उधर चले पिक पॉकेटर्स हैं ये वो, लेकिन एक ओपन माइंडेड पीपल हैं और एटीट्यूड इतना ख़राब नहीं है. हर एवरी अदर टैक्सी का इतना ख़राब नहीं है एटीट्यूड. प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. सो दिल बंद होता है इधर. द हार्ट क्लोजेस. It's not that. Even Pakistan, at one time Karachi, it was the people, like here, even the Asians, Indians, there's something not right about them. But they are much better than Pakistanis. आगे से जवाब नहीं देंगे, पाकिस्तानी दे देंगे. So the world is not a good place. No one to trust. वेस्ट भी ख़राब हो रहा है. यस, इंडिया हो गया तो वेस्ट भी हो जाएगा. This is the word. This is what we want. This is our ill will, jealous. बस नज़र लग गई वेस्ट को ना. लंदन तो ख़राब, ख़त्म, डिप्रेशन में चले गया है. अभी वो दिया था किसने, द न्यूज़, this Vion, depression in London spread all over. वेस्ट भी ख़राब हो गया है. वो तो होना ही था. वो तो हम चाह रहे थे कि वेस्ट ख़राब हो. इन्होंने अपने हाथों से ख़राब नहीं किया है. ये हमारी इलविल है मुसलमानों की. कोई कंट्री नहीं बचेगी. अगर मुस्लिम कंट्री नहीं बची है तो वेस्ट भी नहीं बचेगी. जैसे इधर ना, I don't know really. Sometimes it feels, no, there is someone good. Sometimes it feels like I'm just और कोई इधर मैं किसी को भी ट्रस्ट नहीं करती हूँ. कोई इंडियन को नहीं, किसी को भी नहीं. Not on YouTube, not you people, not anyone. Everyone has their agenda. There's not a person who asked me a question that I would, okay, we all learn from bad people also, right? Buddhists say thank you to your enemies. Thank you, you made me learn. Inquisitor, thank you, you made me learn. Salahuddin, thank you. But that doesn't mean I'm thanking my friends. And I hardly have any friends. So I'm thanking you because as my enemy, you've made me learn so much. Betrayal and whatnot. And it goes on, it doesn't stop. Every day, 10 Scorpios, 4 Scorpios, 2 Scorpios come and bite. Ooh. But it's before I thought hypocrites were like snakes, liars. But they don't kill me, you see, that's the thing. So the poison I'm immune to now, little by little. Before I couldn't take a hypocrite. I would collapse in bed, go to sleep. I couldn't take a hypocrite. I would wish miles away they were away from me. Never would I see the faces. So now, you see, every day on here, YouTube, today I was like, oh my God, gone. So I think this friend is also, उसको भी लगा दिया इधर, you know, snaky, उसके husband को भी लगा दिया है YouTube पे. Very few people are really good and caring, very few. बस हम तो ऐसे सर्वाइव कर रहे हैं कि आज या कल में probably have a total nervous breakdown, like go into a coma or something. Then खुदा ही जाने क्या होगा. It seems like this because I really can't take hypocrites. And the snakes I see here coming, I just cannot take it. Like Jiddu Krishnamurti with such, you know, cunning man comes in front of him. He knows he's composed. But you see, there in front of him, they couldn't. Here we have social media. Anyone can say anything. They don't even come with their real names. Like you people are asking, you don't even have your real names. I don't know where you are from. You didn't even tell me where you are from. You could lie left, right, and center. And what do you care what I think about Adam or Seeker? You see? What you tell me, even if you agree with me, I don't know whether to trust you or not. Take you seriously or not, or take you like a joke, or it's a liar. I don't know your names or anything. But one thing is that these people and you make life very difficult. You don't ask, you don't care. You are here. It's a, you see the entertainment, like when I wanted to change from music to, I had to put on Nohas and all this in my, I said, yes, that's a nice substitute, you know, from the listening to music, going to Nohas and Marcias and all this. So from one entertainment to another entertainment, Netflix ho gaya hai for these people. But in a way, it saved my life because I was giving, already I was stupid enough to give these ridiculous hadiths from the Sunni on Facebook. So at least one thing is that even though they don't bother about me over there and they give ex-Muslims a hard time, they've saved my life. Like, it's spread. There's so many. And I've learned from them. I've gotten information that there's one thing that the way what Sahil, ex-Muslim, said to a Muslim, Oh my God, his point was so great. I was thinking, how am I going to answer this question? If someone came to my channel and asked me this question on Islam, and the way Sahil answered him was like a genius. It was a genius. So I was like, oh my God, like, what way he answered him. I would never answer for him the way Sahil answered him. So I did appreciate that. But then deep inside, I don't know what's cooking. Because later on, I saw something is like they're going to say, already, my father and all, that Alibat, like Hindu में भी ऐसे etiquettes जैसे रसूलुल्लाह ने etiquettes सिखाए थे हमें, given to us etiquettes, right? Hindus don't have that etiquettes. The only thing is that my father said that Hindus are very humble and he likes that Karwa Chauth thing, the fasting that wives do for the husband, and they look up to their husbands. But even the husbands think their wives are Devis, which he didn't. So this, and the etiquettes, my father said that he would have been a Hindu if it wasn't for Imam Hussein, not a Christian. I said I would have been a Christian. So, yeah, I would have been a Christian, but I had to U-turn from Christianity. And I saw that, no, this a long time ago. It has nothing to do with these ex-Muslims or even Sri Ravi Shankar ji. When I listen to Swami, Swami Rama, it's 20 so many videos long time ago. I thought Hindus have more, and about Shiva I learned through a doctor. She sent me email, this Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham, in English translation. I said, what's this? This is what I was looking for. Oh, this is the one and also go to the mountain, someone's book. Oh yeah, I can't say this properly. Like, oh, Shiva, like this whole book, like I'd read, I'm now too overwhelmed to talk about it because it's so overwhelming still for me to talk about properly. So this whole book from London I bought, and the author says, like, take your child inside, listen to that child inside, and then tell this child inside, I'm taking you to this mountain up, and look at the big picture, right? Look at the big picture. So it kind of reminded me, this mountain, Arunachala mountain, wo kya hai? That sacred mountain in India, and maybe Shiva, if I could explain to my child self, that is wounded or something from childhood, to look at the big picture, or maybe to look at Shiva or Babaji Mahavatar, something like that. That life is, you have pure consciousness. And you understand that when an earthquake comes, Shiva is the destroyer. Shiva is the destroyer of ego. Shiva, earthquake aata hai, Shiva hai. So that's really good. Yeah. Well, you know, Muslims have laughed at this Shivlinga and all this. And people laugh at it and say this is what well, my mother never laughed at it. We watched the whole movie, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. You know, in the movie, Zinat Aman going so close to the linga. And my mother never taught me to laugh about it, about other people's religion. So if they worship the linga, then they worship the private part of the woman too. And it's a very ancient religion, so, you know, when Adam, when if the Christians make fun of this, right? Or if, like they say, demonic, and absurd. So, isn't it? I mean, what is Adam and Eve? They felt shame, and they started to, and the God is walking in the garden. That's not right. And on why are you criticizing another religion? Look at the ridiculousness in your religion. Then criticize all the religions. And you can't compare. You see, okay, I shouldn't say criticize all the religions, but you can't compare uh, the monotheistic religions with the thought, the way you think, and all this, with this religion, Hinduism or Buddhist. These are not monotheistic religions. And Om has ear. Look at your ear. It's like Om is written. So Om is a sound. And there has to be, there must be some, these are ancient symbols. These are like thousands and thousands of years old. So my mother never laughed at things like this, and I don't laugh. Thank God, one good thing. My mother, I learned from my mother. So in ancient times, I mean, if you go through the science, then Darwin's, that comes up, evolution. And we were monkeys and apes. So how can atheists say this is ridiculous? Shivling. And why do Hindus have a monkey god? This is ridiculous. I tell you, the monkey god is better than Ghalib Kamal. I would rather have an imagination, fantasize about the monkey god, you know, protecting me and all this, and eating the sun. Because you see, they didn't hurt other people and kill people and all this like the Muslims do. So against the Muslims this, and against the atheists, that you make fun of Hindu gods and say that. I think, you know, you are such characters, like these Pakistanis, they are such characters that you want to imagine. Hindu god, Avatar is coming. You want to imagine a Kalki avatar, a Prema avatar. That's why Paramahamsa Vishwananda, I think I would choose Paramahamsa Vishwananda rather than this go to Haris Sultan and this one, Adam Seeker. My God. His voice and his style is vulgar. He's a vulgar man. I don't know how Al Fadi even and Rob Christian and Adam Seeker. They are all friends, you know. They're like I can understand the prejudices and all. But all of you are just not serious people. God help us. So I would say Indian gods are better than you or any atheist. These Pakistani atheist ex-Muslims. Ask Rohingya Muslims how peaceful Buddhists are. You see, Inquisitor, do you know about Rohingya? There's also a news that came contrary that some Muslims first began the fight. So for your information, have you updated this Rohingya Muslim thing? You see, when I went after Buddhists, my principal told me something funny happened. Could it be that some Pakistani ill will or something happening? Those times I was very scared. Anyone, जिसकी भी मैंने तारीफ की, anyone I praised, you know, Aga Khanis were shot dead. 55 of them. And what's the truth about Rohingya, you know? Did have you seen? Oh, you know, my principal said, why don't you in Karachi when we were then soon after that hearing that Buddhists are killing Muslims. And you know when I was taking help from a Bahraini Shia for my condition, soon after we learned that Shias were being killed there. So, don't you think you Arab, the Muslims have this thing? No, the Buddhists are very. Have you ever heard the Buddhists killing Muslims? और रोहिंग्या का आप प्लीज़ अपडेट करें, update your information. Rohingya, what really happened? You know, they found Hindus being killed there by the Muslims. Why did Myanmar kick out Rohingya? Update yourself. What really happened there? जो दिखता है वो है नहीं. Oh, so you for these Muslims, because recently something the Buddhists did, right? Okay, I can ask Rohingya Muslims, but what if I ask Pakistani Muslims how peaceful Buddhists are? Have they ever heard you? Indian Muslims, how peaceful Buddhists are. Let's go to the history. So what is this you are seeing? Sure, hypocrisy is coming out of you people. You just care for your Muslims, and then ask the Pakistani Shias how peaceful you Muslims are. And if you have any value for life over there in Pakistan, you treat human beings in Pakistan, you Muslims, like, I mean, Americans would not treat their dogs, pets, like you treat. Update yourself on Rohingya. There's some Rohingya Muslims provoked these Buddhists to kill them because, they killed some Hindus in Myanmar. Or Rohingya was it? The Muslims were the first to instigate this. Who started it? Have you ever asked yourself? Have you gone on the field? Muslims are mired in lying and playing the victim. Muslims are professional liars and playing the victims. Playing victim. Udar Kashmir. Oh, ooh. पाकिस्तान सब पॉलिटिशियंस को लगा देते हैं फॉर कश्मीर फ्रीडम फॉर कश्मीर well first please freedom for the Shias protection for Shia lives in Pakistan what is this no Salahuddin I think you will win and the truth will be buried in these fake ex-Muslims. Haris Sultan, you have spoiled rotten, you people. Such a arrogant man. एक तरफ से तो oh yeah lady is waiting for me दूसरे तरफ से ऐसे lie बोलता है मेरे बारे में he puts words in my mouth ऐसे बस ऐसे like what is, like what's the like a decent word for saying ऐसे अयार ऐसे हरामी लोग मैंने अपनी ज़िंदगी में नहीं देखे हैं जो ह्यूमन राइट्स इंडिया को पूरा टूनी टूनी कर दिया है उस दिन खालिद कमाल कह रहा था ये टूनी अरे it's an insult Shias are not true Muslims Inquisitor I'm going to how are Shias not true Muslims who decides huh Saudi Arabia decides for them you Wahhabis decide you Sunni Muslims decide Prophet Muhammad or his cousin decides for them you or your Sahabas decide tell me where are your Sahabas now where are your 3 Rashidun Caliphs who decides for Shia Muslims what are you saying Shia Muslims are not Muslims enough of your junk you bully Sunnis I will not have this here you understand You kafir. You are kafirs. You Sunnis are kafirs. Get out of my face. Enough is enough. I say it. I'm a Shia. Let's say I say you are kafirs. You Sunnis are kafirs. Shameless Sunnis. Kafir, Sunni, kafir. लानत अल तुम लोगों पे है, लानत अल्लाह की, जिस पे अल्लाह, angels and men all together curse you and the ones you follow. Quran ayat hai, those who die disbelievers, you are disbelievers. According to one sunnat of Rasulullah, you are not the Shias of Ali. You will never be triumphant. You are losers, kafir. Right? You are losers. You are kafir. Sunnis are kafirs. Sunnis are not true Muslims. Sunnis. Who do you think you people are? Sunnis, Muslims. How dare you people? Sunni Muslims. Sunnis and Muslims, non-Shia, kafir, are not true Muslims. Who has told you? Is it written in the Quran? Sunnis are Muslims? Is it written in the Quran that Sunnis are Muslims? Liars coming here. Deceptive, dishonest people. Kabhi Hinduon ke against saying you're not a this. You are a Pakistani liar, Muslim, Arab. Yeah, you are a Sheikh Chamcha. You are Saima Peer or someone. Chamcha. You are Sheikh's Chamcha. Who told you? Who told you that it's Sunnis who follow true Islam? They don't. They don't. They avoid half of those verses which say intercession is allowed, which say there's proof. If there was proof, there is proof. Rasulullah associated with Allah. They don't get the Quran right. Which Quran ayat? Ask them from their own stupidity what they claim. If you, like they say, Ali ka naam nahi hai Quran mein, right? God didn't put Ali will be after Prophet Muhammad, a prophet, an imam. So, alcohol is not haram because haram is not written there. The stupid Sunni Muslim, right? There's no intercession in the Quran. Of course, there are ayats on intercession. This pathetic Sunni Muslim, Saima Peer. Tell me, where does it say in the Quran? Tell me that Sunnis who are the followers of true Islam, Give me the ayat. Give me a direct ayat. Sunnis follow the true Islam. Because they say shirk is, Quran says shirk is haram, unforgivable. So why are you shirking? Why are you shirking, you Sunnis? Pathetic. They don't see the ridiculous hadiths. वो भाग रहा है मूसा मूसा को भी सत्यानाश कर दिया मूसा का हजरत मूसा का नंगा भाग रहा है अपने क्लोथ्स दिस इज व्हाट प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद वांटेड दैट उसको नंगा भगवाते against the Jews, then he's put for his desire against Musa. Who said? और हम लोगों का दिल ऐसे धड़कता है ट्रेम्बल करता है ट्रेम्बल क्या आप ऐसे लोग हैं मुसलमान कैसे हो सकते हैं कि शिया के अगेंस्ट कनेडियन एक्सेंट में पागल यार ये कहाँ से इनका पागलपन आया है समझ में नहीं आता है ऐसे स्टूपिड इनसे स्टूपिड कोई है नहीं दुनिया में सुनियों से कोई स्टूपिड है नहीं दुनिया में साइमा पी रहा है या उसकी माँ है सुन्नी आ जाए इधर राइट अभी आई हैड इनफ या उसका शेखू मामू आ जाए जो 2 शादियां की खुद बोलती है कि यूनू लैला शेखू मामू 2 wives in 1 house like Prophet Muhammad coming out from one to going to other in one night sleeping with 12 wives of his so what's the problem such hypocrites. I tell you, these Sunnis are and Shias, but these ridiculous hadiths. Musa, I want to say, look at this. Rasulullah having camel racing. My goodness, with Aisha. Pagal hai kya? Having कैमल रेसिंग या अरब जब सब कैमल रेसिंग कर रहे हैं व्हाट इज दिस नॉनसेंस हाँ सुन्नी हदीस रसूल रंगीला कर दिया रसूलुल्लाह को रियली Rasulullah has nothing better to do but to Aisha reported she was with the Prophet while on a journey. Aisha said I raced him on foot. She had to race him on foot. And I outran him. But when I gained some weight, oh goodness. I raced him again and he outran me. The Prophet said, "This is for that race." What nonsense is this? Ibn Kathir said it was the character of the Prophet to live in a beautiful manner with his wives, being cheerful and kind to them. Honey, chill out, कहेंगे. Chill out? Honey, what Umar did to Fatima, it was a mistake. Chill. What nonsense. तुम्हारी माँ के साथ ऐसा करता ना, फिर हम चिल करते, तुम चिल करती. उमर अगर तुम्हारी माँ के साथ करता ना, it was a mistake, honey. This was a mistake. Battle of Jamal. I mean, really, this is pathetic. What kind of... What do we have here? Where do they come from, these Sunnis? Battle of Jamal. इनका आप रीज़न देखें. हाँ, 100 Muslims died. It was a mistake at the end of the day. ये इतने blind हैं, देख नहीं सकते हैं, फिर बोलते हैं कि वो disbelievers, Summan, Bookman, battle of... right? अरे इनके believers भी blind हैं, उम्मुल मोमिनीन भी blind थी, अली भी as a caliph blind था. अब क्या बोले इनके बारे में? It is ridiculous. It was a mistake. Two Muslims fighting, and what did Prophet Muhammad say? Out from this Aisha's house. Another hadith, this one, pointing to Aisha's house, saying two heads of devil, पता नहीं क्या, two horns of devil, यहाँ से आएंगे, यहाँ से आयशा के house से आएंगे, and they say Ummul Mu'mineen radiyallahu anha, you know, and all this Surah Tahrim में, their hearts don't tremble. When the wives are, huh? शियाओं को कहते हैं, why you see against wives? Their hearts, हाँ, इधर देखो. तो ये शिया कहते हैं कि नहीं, और रसूलुल्लाह तो इतना अच्छा हस्बैंड था, अल्लाह का रूल तोड़ के वाइफ्स को प्लीज करने गया था. यानी अल्लाह से भी शायद अच्छा था ना. इसका मतलब है अल्लाह से भी अच्छा था कि अल्लाह से पूछ रहा है, व्हाई आर यू डूइंग दिस, प्लीजिंग योर वाइफ. बट लुक एट दिस, their hearts didn't tremble. Here, Prophet has confided to one of his wives a statement. When she informed another of it, Allah showed it to him and he made known part of it. ऐसे ये हेट करते हैं शियाओं को, लाइक ब्लाइंडली हेट करते हैं. इनके जो बड़े बड़े रिलीजियस स्कॉलर्स हैं ना, कहा है कि ये डार्क हिस्ट्री है, इसमें नहीं जाओ, लेकिन कुरान की आयतें तो पढ़ो. सहाबाज इधर उधर हो गए डिस्पर्स जंग ओहद में, लेकिन इनको तो ये आयत याद रहेगी जो पता नहीं किसने, सलाहुद्दीन ने मुझे दिया, कि अल्लाह इज़ राज़ी विद अंसार्स, दैट्स व्हाई सहाबाज ऑफ प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद. इनको पता नहीं कैसी कैसी आयतें याद रहती हैं कि देयर इज़ नो इंटरसेक्शन इन द कुरान. इनको ऐसी ऐसी आयतें याद रहती हैं. अच्छा, सूरह तकवीर की आयत याद नहीं रहेगी इन सुन्नियों को. और उमर ने जो इनोवेट किया है याद नहीं रहेगा. शिया इनोवेट करते हैं, शिया इनोवेट करते. ये जो तरावी पढ़ते हैं रमज़ान में उठ, ऐसा, ये पता है किसने, ये उमर ने वापस लाया. ये आई डोंट थिंक रसूलुल्लाह ने कभी ऐसे कहा था कि रमज़ान में standing pray Quran, the whole Quran in one night, or even half the Quran one night. आप घर पे जाके पढ़ें, ये करें, ये तरावी मॉस्क में होल्डिंग तरावीज इन द मॉस्क, ये तो उमर ने निकाला है ना. और उमर ने कहा, अच्छा इनके हदीस में है कि उमर ने कहा है कि द उम्मुल मोमिनीन शुड बी कवर्ड. तब जाके ये आयत आई कि गो इन योर हाउसेस. और फिर फुली देखें, ये जो कुछ बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट, ये क्या है, बुरखा है ना, और इनकी सुन्नी में क्या है, ये पूरा कवर करते हैं अपने फेस को. खाली ये निंजा जो कहते हैं ना, सॉरी आई डोंट मीन टू इंसल्ट देम, बट यू नो, ये निंजा पर्दा है, निंजा. ये उमर ने निकाला था, निंजा पर्दा या हिजाब. लेट मी शो यू दिस, राइट. सॉरी आई डोंट मीन टू इंसल्ट, बट सिंस यू इंसल्ट, तुम लोग तो, अच्छा, I don't mean to insult, sorry. But Shias are not true Muslims, meaning Shias are kafirs. What are you talking about? And then I'll give it to you here now. I've had enough. ये उमर ने निकाला था ये. तो फिर मैं पूछूं शिया से कि बीबी फातिमा ज़हरा क्यों अपने आप को फुली कवर करती है. But you see, if you choose, it's not compulsory. You can be in full hijab if you want. तो ये शिया ऐसे जवाब देते हैं. बिद्दा बिद्दा बिद्दा, शियाज आर डूइंग बिद्दा. जैसे उमर ने, पता है उमर के लिए कितनी वर्सेस नीचे आई, ये करो, आई मीन उसके लिए ऑर्डर. Shia cover because Bi Fatma Zahra did, and they don't have to cover like this. Bibi Fatma Zahra was covered fully, but Shias don't cover their faces. Shia hijab is like this. And then they say, wear hijab. Now the Sunnis are even divided. Now that Saima Peer came, she was telling me, actually, it is not compulsory. Let me see this. This is chadar, hijab is this. You see this hijab? Now if you want to do a burqa like that, or if you want to wear a hijab, naqab, but it's not compulsory, it's what Umar. This is the way. And it's not in the Quran. It's what Umar said, the way you should cover. It's not compulsory for the Shias. Do you get it? Face, niqab. If they choose, I mean, it's up to them. Compulsory, it's the hijab. The way the hijab is done. तो उमर ने इनोवेट नहीं किया. ये शिया भी ऐसे, आई मीन, ऐसा बेवकूफ़ बनाए शियाओं को इमामों ने. द आल मोहम्मद, कि मैं बोल नहीं सकती हूँ. फिर पता है क्या, शिया से पूछते हैं सुन्नी, मेहदी का नाम कहाँ है, तुम्हारे इमाम का नाम कहाँ है. इसलिए कि इस प्रॉफिट को कुछ आता नहीं था, इसने चोरी की है, इसने चोरी की है जूस से. जूस के इमाम्स थे हुए या कुछ, और इसने ऐसे लगा दिया. एंड देन हिज you know, then in its last, like what? Here, Al Sadiq, Al Qadim, so, and the Qaim will come. You know, they don't even, the Shias, Imams, cannot say who their father's in future name would be before. बट ऐसे ना लक़ब देने से क्या होगा? टाइटल तो फिर लगा देते हैं, टाइटल तो फिर लगा सकते हैं. So you know what it is? It's Ali. No, sorry. It's Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali करते रहो जब तक 12 इमाम तक, 12 तक नहीं आओगे. Such a smart man, I tell you. He's such a clever man, this Prophet Muhammad and his progeny. What they did, Muhammad. So first is Ali, right? After Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad. No, so the first one is Ali, the first Imam. So after Ali, Muhammad again, right? And after Muhammad, Ali again. And after Ali, Muhammad again. Go like this until you reach the 12th Imam. And you know who they married? And you know who we are told this Imam Mahdi married? Oh my God. So now Jesus will come. Goodness. You know who Bibi Narjis is? Imam Mahdi's mother. ऐसा बेवकूफ़ बनाया है. अभी नर्जिस का नाम भी सही तरह नहीं पता है क्या था. कोई कहते हैं सुल्तान, क्या था. Is believed by the 12th to have been the mother of their hidden Imam Muhammad al-Mahdi. His birth is said to Hassan al-Askari. Background. She was a Roman princess, a Christian, until their death and Saidi opposition. These oppositions go on. Allama Tabatabai suggests that these restrictions were placed. Ya Allah, jante bhi nahi hai. Death of al-Askari. So, wait a minute, where is the Imam? Oh God. Narjis, she was a Roman princess. How many names? My goodness. And these stupid things, these stupid people believe in. Shias also. Very, very stupid. Very stupid. They've destroyed their children's lives, everything. These Shias, aisa, like, I can't tell my brothers, you know, they won't be with me. मार डालते हैं. Man should be killed, executed. These Shias, they don't see how cruel they can get in this religion wise, right? I mean, कहते हैं, like my father, if the child doesn't pray namaz, you can hit your child with a stick. ये ulama इनके, ये सब muta, away from the wife. Wife is supposed to be patient. Man can do muta. With whom is he doing muta? When I grew up, I was thinking, but your child, you won't allow your daughter to, like, who are these muta girls? women. Huh? तो वो ही ना, यजीद ने अपनी औरतों को तभी तो पर्दे में रखा. मोहम्मद ने तो बेपर्दा कर दिया था सेव गर्ल्स को. सफिया बिन सफिया बिन हुवई, जवेरिया, बेपर्दा. अंदर से यानी, फ्रॉम द इनसाइड. बाहर का अब क्या पर्दा करेंगे. These Shias are so cruel when it comes to religion. They can hit their children for prayers, 5 times prayers. The father can take a stick, hit his daughter with a stick. तो ऐसे ही ये लोग डिसिप्लिन करवाते हैं. Like you can hit your wife afterwards, right? After some condition. So this is जाके अपनी माँ को मारे ना. Why hit your daughter? Why hit your wife? These are such clever people. Very cunning. Shias also. Ex-Shia Sayyid came to my house, says, thank God my wife died. But she was also a Shia Sayyid, right? She was an evil woman. Thank God she died. In front of his, family damages. In front of his son, who is her son? Her son. His mother. Right? Imam Musa Kazim ka Sayyid. So I think for religion they can hit with sticks, they can kill, execute apostasy. They're very sharp people. गुस्सा भी आता है. There's very little you can't, gentle ways are not in them, anymore. I don't see any gentle ways in them, in these Shias either. They can, तो इनके साथ अगर I don't know, very few Shias. I was giving, you can't give this heart word there. Assalamu alaikum, but I found this Al-Hakim's Amar, what's his name? Right, I went there. And then they got me out of that place, that page, Facebook page. Right? Maybe my style was a little bad, or, it was, had gone mad, but I was giving a heart and all this. कभी कभी गुस्से में भी आ जाते हैं. Like if you are, you're asking them questions, in their replies and all that, the Sayyids can get angry. It's yeah, I mean, this is too much. I was telling a Sayyid, why they have to ask so much. Now he could be connected with my father, right? So I was telling everything to my father. तो ये है कि you can spy on your daughter and all this in Shia Islam and use taqiyya, and they think in their marriage, their marriage contract was like, it's not a sacred marriage, it's just a contract. So this, like even my mother, like with my father, contract, not a sacred, like in church they say, this is a sacred matrimony. This is not a contract. And what is nikah's true meaning? Find out. They are sexually finding pleasure. God couldn't find a better word for nikah. And the Shias, I don't know what extent they will go to establish the Shia has to be a Shia. पता नहीं क्या क्या करेंगे, कीमा निकालेंगे, कचुम्बर निकालेंगे, क्या करेंगे. Takiya, they use takiya. And the Sayyids they're not very good in Pakistan. There's no one to, they are not answerable to anyone. Yusuf Zaidi, I was with Yusuf Zaidi on the internet and all this for my case. He negligence and he goes to London, leaving my case in the air. No response, no one to, no accountability in them. Like इस्माइली में ये नहीं कर सकता ऐसा. अगर करता मैं सीधा अपने जमात में उनके बड़े से, who is in charge of the जमात, मैं कंप्लेन कर सकती थी. They are organized much better than us. Shias were. No accountability. Shia Sayyids can tell someone, तुम पे जादू हुआ है, I will charge you 50 lakh rupees. अभी तो शायद 1 lakh. There's no accountability in Shia 12 verse. Imam is God knows in occultation, right? These alims, religious alims, they're just wearing robes and everything. They're not doing the responsibility. They're not carrying out properly. These sons of Fatima, they call themselves. Princess from Fatima. What are you doing? Like my mother, her whole life, she had to suffer in this family. When my father's family had friends, Sayyid friends, of high caliber, but none could like at least in Jamaat Khana Ismaili, I mean His Highness His Highness Aga Khan couldn't save his marriage, but then they take care of their people at least, or whatever. But it's more organized. Yeah, but there were some broken marriages, divorces. So ये तो सही नहीं है. What kind of a religion is this? They're pathetic people. Using religion, even Shias, pathetic people. जितना सुन्नीस पे मुझे गुस्सा आता है, अब तो उतना ही शियाज पे आता है. Shias are pathetic people also, like the rest of the Muslims. Now they should realize the world has gone ahead, up to the moon. They can't save a marriage here. They can't do counseling, marriage counseling. Then it's written in the Quran. It's written in the Quran that it's haram, If there is a jadoo, This jadoo between husband and wife. See it and acknowledge it. My father for so many years would not acknowledge. Are you the president? I mean, at least about marriage, husband and wife. God, there's an ayat there. You can't deny what you can't deny. So it's getting late now. You can't deny that people do separate, and you should look into the matter whether someone has done black magic on you. There was an ayat. You know, it's like a murky, the sun goes down in murky waters. I can't find that ayat. Between husband and wife separation, someone does something between, what is the ayat like? तो आप देखें ना इनको, वो अल्लामा रशीद तोराबी said अक्ल इस्तेमाल करो, अक्ल इस्तेमाल करो and नमाज काफ़ी है and all this nonsense. They're just stuck on that. You know, use your intellect. These people are crazy. Between husband and wife, even Shias, they are gone cases. बहुत तंगी है बहुत. These Shias, I think like Adam Seeger, very sharp Shias. So I think if I have to choose between sitting with the Shia Sayyid, like the Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi, or my principal, a Bastaki Sunni, I would choose my principal. I would say, get lost, you Shia. Get lost. So you doing boom boom with that, you're getting pleasure. It's not your marriage is invalid, illegal. He's in London now enjoying himself with his contractual sex pleasure giving cousin. Yeah, it's not a marriage, it's a contract for nikah, for sexual pleasure. It's not mutta, but it's sexual pleasure nikah. Nikah hai, nikah, sexual pleasure. So he's enjoying there, telling me, I mean, some Sunnis really rather than with these Shias, some of them I've sat with, very sharp people, very bad. I couldn't, hypocrites, very, very bad people. I don't like them. गुस्सा भी एक सैयद को जब, oh, they get angry and all this. Very bad people. Inside there's a lot of hypocrisy. In Pakistan, I asked this, everything. Sayyids हैं, you know, molestation, sexual, पता नहीं क्या क्या हो रहे हैं. जादू भी है. यूसुफ जैदी की माँ बेचारी पागल. They had to give her this, what do you call it? Psychiatric medicine. पागल हैं ये. Shia भी. You can't. There's no unity. The evil. You can't sit anymore with them. It's terrible going to the Imam Barga. You know, there's just no. It's It's getting worse and worse. No Shia will come to help out. It's all fake and superficial. These Shias are also going into destruction. Like you said, the West is going. So are the Shia West. Shias भी खराब हो रहे हैं. सुन्नी के साथ Shias भी खराब हो रहे हैं. बहुत खराब हो रहा है. There's no मैरिज काउंसलिंग के लिए. देखो ईरान में कितना ह्यूमन राइट्स वायलेशन होता है. अल्लाह बेचारी औरतें मौलाना साहब के पास जाती हैं. वो ऐसा उनको एक तो खुला एक तो डिवोर्स लेना. From the wife wants to take a divorce, right? It's terrible for her. My aunt's ex-husband, late aunt's ex-husband, he took years and years and years to give her a divorce. And when the woman asks for it, मेहर नहीं मिलता है. मेहर नहीं मिलता है उसको वापस. और बच्चा किसके पास जाता है? डिवोर्स. Come to real life here. And this is their Allah. Such great justice he's doing. और ये अपने आप को पता नहीं क्या समझते हैं. और अगर हम कुछ सैयद को कहें ना, गुनाह है, कुछ नहीं कहो. जैसे जिन के अगेंस्ट कुछ कह दिया है, घर बर्बाद हो जाएगा, ऐसे डरते हैं. सैयद है, कुछ नहीं कहो. सैयदों को कुछ नहीं कहो, तुम लोगों का घर बर्बाद हो जाएगा. लाइक कर्सेस ऑन अस नाउ अगेन. ये पाकिस्तानी सैयद जैदी अपने आप को कहाँ के ज़ैनुल आबिदीन के हैं. माय गुडनेस. My neighbor said I'm a Zaidi, but I'm not a Sayyid. I don't know how that Yusuf Zaidi thinks he's a Sayyid. इनके नाना ने जो ग्रैंडफादर मोहम्मद ने जो जुल्म किया, फिर इन्होंने भी बहुत जुल्म किया है. जूस से अब उनका हक लेके. And the real religion, which may have been Islam, from the Jews what carried on, if it was, there was a religion after, Judaism, a Messiah coming for Christians and Muslims, for Jews, then Muhammad just messed it up to a great deal. So, in Pakistan, negligence, the ulamas, Iraq में negligence, Iran में negligence. Ulamas cannot take care of their Shias properly. And I regretted it because I was telling someone on the page of Ismailis, let's help please help the Shia. So this Ismaili said, why should I help the Shias? Right? He said something to me. And then one day I realized the Shia that, you can't. I've spoken to Shias दुबई में तो ये है कि बस पैसा पैसा है. Right? तो आप सोचें, आप क्या वो नहीं बन गए? If Imam calls you, will you leave your sheikh and go to Imam Mehdi? Leave all your money. सब नाम के शिया हैं, पैसा बहुत है. Of course, they're like Kufans, and they're cursing Kufans every year in Muharram. Betrayal of Kufans, Lanat Allah. Like the curse is on them. We know that. It's operative. But you are like a kufan yourself. You will not go against the Sheikh. Will you go against? You go against the Sheikh. Go against the Sheikh. See what happens. If the Sheikh says here, don't help her, she is going against our law in this country. Do you think any Shia who is in Dubai or UAE will help me? Forget the Sunnis. They won't. Forget it. It's all irresponsible negligence. No one is going to. All selfish people. Your husband and wife who separate due to some. What is the ayat that's not coming to me? No, not intent. They get separated due to some. I won't be able to find this right now. I don't know. I don't like the Shias anymore. I mean, I've seen so much injustice, Shia suffering, and I just don't like it. I don't like the Shias anymore. And what they're doing, what they're leading to. It's terrible. So not only the Sunnis but the Shias, pathetic. It's just injustice to a great deal. Women's rights, they're just so negligent about it. Wicked people, wicked. I should call them wicked Shias. But you don't care, they don't care. They think God is on their side. Let them say, yeah, they take it as, oh. Imam Ali has said, when someone says bad things to you, what do? Bow your head and it will miss you. That's all they can do. That's all they can do. इतना ह्यूमन राइट्स वायलेशंस है ईरान में देखा नहीं है, इराक में देखते नहीं है, पाकिस्तान में देखते नहीं है, और वो हिजबुल्लाह उधर लेबनान में लबैक या ज़ैनब लबैक या उनको वो कर रहा है. And my father saying, use akal. What nonsense. And then hero is that who? उसने तो क्या किया ना, हमारा शिया था है लेबनान में, हिजबुल्लाह का लीडर नसरल्लाह. What nonsense. बस हाइप्ड अप हैं, हाइप्ड अप करते हैं. ज़ैनब क्या stupid nonsense it is all. And because human rights violations, you can't reach out. You haven't reached out. You don't care. You Shias don't care. In Shias I've seen covert nonsense and all this. Who cares? बर्दाश्त करो जैसे अहले बैत ने किया, और इमाम हुसैन वाह 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 वाह. This is their nonsense.